What is architecture?
Architecture for me is a tool to improve lives.
And
Somewhere over here.
so you already started to answer the second question, what can architecture do exactly?
Oh, I think architecture is really a powerful tool to build up a just society, because in the end we are dealing with big budgets, and through the way we design and through the way we choose our materials and processes and technologies that we use for our designs, for the implementation of our designs, we define who's getting the money. Am I building the Mete school with mud and bamboo, where the main part of the building budget remains with the craftsmen, with the people? Or am I building it with concrete and steel, for example, so then the money would be exported to external markets and the local community would end up with nothing. So these are the questions that I'm having in mind, and I think through this we can really build up social justice and foster social justice, and at the same time, of course, we have a huge responsibility towards our natural resources, towards the planet. And I think that architecture can also be not a tool to improve lives, but to destroy lives. So this is the other part of the coin. So we have to be very sensitive about that part. And the third part is also that we can really foster a cultural identity and diversity, which is equally important to me.
How do you position yourself in the discourse of architecture?
Oh, I would say I'm an activist. Somewhere over there is my demonstration board.
Are there specific architects that are very important to you or to your architecture?
I get my main inspiration from vernacular architecture, so from this wisdom to realize the local resources, to have the sensitivity to see them, and then the creativity to use them, and really in a way that is tailored to a space that can't be taken from one place and just placed to another place. I think that for me is a really great wisdom, and this is also what I'm trying to do with my architecture. I'm trying really to look what are the resources, the natural resources of a site. Then of course also the know-how that is existing in terms of craftsmanship, and then of course I'm looking also to the local climate and the vulnerability of the local materials towards the local climate. This is ultimately also defining the architectural language in the end, and that's what I think the past did perfectly well in many traditional cultures, and this is what I'm trying to do with a more modern language.
Can you tell us something about your design method?
I'm using clay storming. It's a method that I developed with Martin Rauch. And well, I normally really design with my hands, right out of the belly. So for me, my hands are really an important tool for designing. I really have to feel the architecture with my hands. And we have sometimes really large clay models, master plan, and then we cut out the volume that we want to place, and then we just shape it, and then I let it flow somehow really, and try not to interfere too much with my intelligence. First, of course, is always the analysis of the space, of the site, but then is really intuition, and I really trust in that. And for me, it's also really surprising what comes up. It's never, I never can tell. I never have something already in my mind. It's just coming up, and then plop, there it is.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.